man got on his app and said all the luxury items are made in China and they only go to Italy to have the tag put on it, the designer tag. And once that designer tag is put on it, now it can say made in Italy because only that small little percentage was actually made in Italy, but that's all it takes to say.
I am about to crash out. Seriously, I'm crashing out. China, they on our ass. Let me tell you something. Y'all see all these damn bags that I have?
No, you're going to shut your face right now. I've been telling.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just.
Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. Yo, I wish I was making this shit up. So China basically said, oh, so the US want to decide they don't want to work with us anymore? They want to raise the price of, they want to change everything up? Then here is, hold my purse because I have something to say. Okay, I have something to say. So the people in China decided to expose everything. They expose everything when it comes to luxury goods and all the overpriced items that we've been paying so much money for. Meanwhile, we're looking down on the people who wear the fake or the dupes of it all. They basically put all the people's business out. When I tell you eat the rich, I mean eat the rich. Let's get into it because China became so petty. It's giving very much petty, okay? And I'm here for all of it. They decided to expose everything.
Say, as long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China. But those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own factories and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, close your eyes. Let's just do a little, very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have an Hermes bag, and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else, like leathers, zippers, and hardware, remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans. Let's not be poisoned and misled by the market campaign any longer and be a real person. Buy a bag from us, from our factory in China. See the real world for yourself.
That Chinese man got on his app and said all the luxury items are made in China and they only go to Italy to have the tag put on it, the designer tag. And once that designer tag is put on it, now it can say made in Italy because only that small little percentage was actually made in Italy, but that's all it takes to say made in Italy. Now it makes it over here to our designer boutiques and we're spending thousands upon thousands of dollars for something that was in fact made in China, not Italy. I don't care how much you're spending on a thing. Chances are it is coming from China. The only part that was actually made in Italy was when they put the designer tag on there. And this is why the wealthiest of wealthy people buy Inspire Buy items. Why? Why would you spend the whole day? Listen, I did a whole series on Birkins, and in one of the, you can see it in my like viral things I have pinned up there, but one of the videos was talking about the Birkin sort of like Tupperware party that all the wealthy Upper East Side women in New York have. They're not spending money on real Birkins. They're not shucking and jiving for Birkin. They call the people over in China and get the same. Yeah, so if you know, you know, the people actually have Birkin Connects direct to manufacturer. That's how they're getting them made. The wealthy people, the people who are not like going through the foolishness of the Birkin game, the people who could care less because they don't need to look rich. They're actually not trying to look rich because they are wealthy. That's the difference. Those are the people I'm talking.
No, you're going to shut your face right now. I've been telling people this for so long. China say fuck around and find out was a person. This is for saying y'all going to take us out of business. We're taking everybody down. Everybody's coming with us. What? Yo, I keep telling people all these, it's called private labeling. That's exactly what it's called. And yes, I've known this, scam likely. I've known this for such a long time, but because, you know, people want to feel included, which I get, but this is something, because, you know, I bought some dupes. I bought some bags in Manhattan. What's the name? You know, them stores in New York. And those bags, you couldn't tell the difference. And I was like, why would I pay all this extra money?
I am about to crash out. Seriously, I'm crashing out. China, they on our ass. Let me tell you something. Y'all see all these damn bags that I have? Okay? These are the bags they're talking about. Like, I have a Birkin, a Fendi, a Louis. I've never even used this bag yet. A Chanel, Louis, Fendi, Chanel, Gucci, Louis. And you're telling me what I have spent on all these bags, I could have went to China and got them and not spent all this money? China, I'm coming. But let me just show you all the bags that I actually really have. Look at this. Jack Moose, Louis, Hermes, Louis, Dior, 3 Chanels, Fendi, YSL, Chanel, Louis, Chanel, Louis, Gucci, Chanel. All of this stuff that I spent my hard-earned money on, all of this, are you freaking telling me that I overpaid for all of this shit? Let me go on Expedia or wherever and find me an airline ticket to China because I'm coming. I'm coming to see y'all. Look for me. And I also want to add that this Louis wallet, it legit say made in France. Made in France. I am now checking all my shit. China. I'm coming.
Do y'all see how China is exposing all the luxury brands? And when I say luxury brands, I mean Prada, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. The Chinese people that actually makes these luxury items are pretty much saying there is no such thing as a knockoff. These people are saying that all the people that's buying this stuff in the United States are luxury brainwashed. All these luxury items are made in the same factories and held in the same warehouses. And the luxury brand companies buy these items wholesale. And they bring it to the United States and sell it 5, 10, and 15 times more than they purchased it for. So these Chinese people pretty much saying most people in America think if you buy straight from China, it's going to be considered a knockoff. When in reality, we can just get that Gucci belt off of Temu or that Gucci belt off DHgate. Those items are made in the same factories as those $900 items in Coach and Gucci and Prada and Louis Vuitton. The only difference is the craftsmanship. The Chinese people also exposed that even the luxury items that says made in Italy or made in France, those items are originally made in China too. Those luxury items are then shipped to those countries and they put that little stamp on there that said made in Italy and made in France. Donald Trump done pissed off the wrong country with them tariff wars. They exposing everything. You better believe China exposing luxury brands, how they're purchased and how they're sold in America, they're going to be affected majorly by this because nobody finna be spending all that money on all that designer shit no more. Nobody finna buy all that luxury brand shit no more. It's not worth it. Only people care about that is resellers. But let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments.
I have already seen dupe videos of the Chinese guy who is talking about making you a purse direct from the factory and not having to pay luxury prices. I've already seen a dupe video of his on a scam account. So as much as we're getting a kiki out of the Chinese people trying to circumvent the tariffs, baby, I would just like to remind you, the motherfuckers scam just as much, if not more, than the Nigerians. So be leery, be weary, be careful, and be mindful of who you giving your credit card to on this goddamn app. Because once your American ass credit gets jacked up by a Chinese ass scam or any other scams that's out here on the internet, baby, you're not gonna get it fixed with this administration. So yeah, it's funny, it's kiki, it's haha to get around Mango Mussolini and his tariffs, but be careful.
This is another reason why I'm out here winning. The winos see me all the time with fake purses all the time. And they not fake name brand purses, they just say purse. Matter of fact, they don't even say purse. It's just pleather. They ain't real at all, okay? All you need is a good shade, good lipstick, your nails, cute outfit, and a fire bag. But the simple fact that Dior was selling. Let me tell you something. I told y'all, because I mentioned this the other day. I said they out here getting y'all. When everybody was laughing at Netta, talking about Netta got fake Birkins, Netta got fake this, fake that, and Timothy over there, T.S. Madison, talking about everything is real. I get real money out here. I get this. I get that. Well, Dior got caught and said the purses that y'all buying are not real. They spent $52, $57 to make a bag that sold for $2,800. And you can say you're paying for the name, but my name is famous too, y'all. So Tasha K, I'm gonna put me a little TK emblem there and see if I can get y'all for $3,000. Okay? Ain't no telling. I told you I'm gonna do the research on the Birkins, but $57. I get a $57 purse from Express. I get a $57 purse from Zara. I get a $20 purse from H&M. They just as cute. They do the same thing. And I bet not ever, when I'm out, ever see somebody fix their mouth to say, oh, you broke. I am. I know where your money went. Where is mine? With my sister-in-law. But still, once them payments is complete, I got money again. And what? Y'all gotta stop putting on, cause these white folks is killing it. Like when Pharrell came out and he had that $1 million bag, they used a black man to make $1 million Louis Vuitton bag to sell to new. I bought 4 of these bags here. Saw a lady on Facebook, she had them, posted. I kid you not. My girlfriends are probably watching this. To this day, they probably think that they got a real bag. They did not, okay? This Asian lady was like, hey, I got this name brand style. I was like, no problem. She brought it. And I was like, dang, you got a Dior saddle bag for $100? She was like, yeah, girl, I'm trying to get rid of them. Me at the time, I thought they was real. I didn't know. They looked so authentic. The stitching, the quality of it, the dust bag, I couldn't tell. So I was like, oh my God, there's a deal. So I bought 4 bags for $400, gave them all out for Christmas. My girlfriend was like, oh my God, Tasha's rich. She rich. Look at that bag. I was like, don't put these online. Because I found out, because Chelsea had told me at the time, she said, girl, they're not real. I was like, don't post these, okay? Because I don't want nobody to know that I got some money. So don't post these, okay? And they didn't post them because I didn't want people to be like, them bags is fake. But I'm glad I paid $100 for them because look, it came from the same manufacturer in China. The only difference was they put them in the stove and then they gave the lady, some to sell out the trunk of her car, and I bought them. True story, all facts. Got some Yeezy sandals too. They was a little harder than the original ones, but they looked the same. Just couldn't bend. It was not flexible with your foot. You just had to, instead of the, the flow was different, but they thought they were Yeezys. So, hey, if people will think that, why should people care? And as long as they think that, that's all that matters. Who's gonna know it's not?
Boy, did y'all just see what happened. China just came out and said all y'all black folks been buying reps. So all y'all black folks that used to go stand in line for Gucci, Prada, and Louis and all these folks, them folk been overpricing y'all for some fake bags or whatever y'all buying, and y'all fell for it. And that's why I say, a lot of y'all black people, y'all getting money, y'all don't have no goddamn mind. And let me tell y'all how these designer stores work now. They see black people come in, they give y'all a fake bag. Y'all gonna buy it, high price, whatever. And the other race come in, white, Mexican, it don't matter. They gonna get the real bag. Y'all black people is not finna get the real bag. They gonna forever sell y'all a fake bag because they know that y'all little-minded. First thing y'all gonna say, well, I got this from Gucci, so I know it real. Y'all gonna stay y'all ass out these 4 stores. And I can imagine the one that buying Birkin bags. Lord, $30,000 to $80,000 for a fake bag. Oh my God. And another race walking out with the real bag. I know y'all feel stupid. Because they know y'all black people ain't finna check for nothing. And I be trying to tell y'all, the stuff that y'all be calling fake, they made with the same material and they made from the same people. All of it is just the same. It ain't no different. Leather is leather. Snakeskin is snakeskin. Gator is gator. Cloth is cloth. Suede is suede. Ain't nothing different from none of that. All that is the same exact thing.
Now, hold on now. It's not just black people buying those purses thinking they're real and they're fake. I understand, you know, black people do spend a lot of money on nonsense stuff. Like, we're the community that spend the most money, even though when you go to the store, they pretend as if like you're stealing from them, you know. Go to the beauty supply store, it's completely made for black people, and you walk in there, they treat you as if you're here to steal. It's crazy. You know, I don't even know why people still go there. But my thing is, I know a lot of white people who wears fake bags. I know a lot of white people who wear fake bags because they don't want people to think that they have money, which is smart, you know. As far as people know, I'm always broke, but I don't really say it like that, you know, because I don't like to speak it into existence. But my thing is, I know a lot of white people who wear fake bags. And then some who do have real bags, yes. And also I know 1 or 2 who have. And my thing is, as long as the purse look nice and it match what you're wearing, and it looks like good quality purse, the name really doesn't matter because your money's still going to be held. You know, the cards are still going to be held. You know, a lot of the celebrities who be wearing like those luxury stuff, yes, they do wear them, but they're also surrounded by security at all times because people have a tendency to have this strange jealousy for somebody else's item, you know, even though you work hard for it, or they don't know what you had to do for it. Because when I bring these things up, like, I know so many people, not necessarily in my real life, but from like what I've seen, what I've read, people who have been unalive just simply because someone wanted a bag that they had. And it's not just that, but
so the next time you think you finna go into a Hermes or however you say that shit, LV store and get one of them bags, just remember China just came out and said that they've been making the bags for the U.S. Huh? What? Not the designer. Not the designer that these young people be selling their soul, their integrity, and their morals for. So you mean to tell me the bags that they overcharging in the U.S. stores like LV, Prada, Gucci, Christian Dior? Remember that shit came out just a few years ago. Yeah, them bags being made in China by the same people. By the same people. People that paid these prices. Are y'all okay right now?
So basically, these designers ain't designed nothing, only the stamp. Trump got China so mad they spilling the tea for the U.S. Yeah, so them DH bags is real. They literally said it's the same people, the same company, and the same manufacturer who make all those purses, all that designer shit. Trump got everybody telling the truth. Them people say if you want to be loud, we gonna be loud and messy. I already knew they been getting over on us for years. I ain't spending my money on Nathaniel else. All that high-end shit, no, I'm going to DH Gate. I'm telling you now, DH Gate. They got me looking at my LV bag with a side eye. I feel bad for the people that's doing something strange for the bags. It's crazy. I been knew A-list celebrities be buying them in Europe and China. They don't go in them stores. They be wearing fake jewelry, They be renting cars. Them people don't be buying that stuff what y'all be trying to keep up with. Y'all better pay attention.
Beginning of that video, that nice Chinese man is clearly standing in front of what appear to be Hermes bags, saying that these are the bags that we manufacture. I noticed he didn't say Hermes when he called out all the brands like Prada, Louis Vuitton, Coach. But the implication was very clearly there. And if Hermes products, specifically their bags, are made from beginning to end in France, why would their valuation drop with the news that Chinese manufacturers are spilling the tea? It says right here on their website, the vast majority of our products are manufactured in France. And they talk about sourcing cashmere from Mongolia, blah, blah, blah. But absolutely nothing about China. And those purses that man was standing in front of were identical to Hermes bags, correct? So does that mean Hermes is lying to us? At least lying by omission? Or are their bags beginning to end manufactured, designed, whatever, in France? I'm so confused.
Hey, it's a Chinese vendor exposing that a $40,000 Birkin bag really costs $1,400. All this stems from Donald Trump and this little tariff war with China, right? He upped the tariff on China again, so they start exposing shit. They're like, all that designer y'all be buying, that shit don't cost that much. Them people charging y'all 40 times over. Yes, I'm gonna say y'all because I don't buy that shit. You feel me? I'd rather have a fat pocket. I can get fresh without having designer. Shit, I work every day. I'm always wearing work shit anyway. It don't bother me none, you feel me? Real shit. But I wonder if people still gonna buy this expensive shit. Matter of fact, they will. Because a lot of people priorities fucked up out here. You feel me? They'd rather go get this than go put a down payment on some land or something. You feel me? A $40,000 Birkin. What? Do you know what I would do with 40 bands? You gonna open about 6-7 businesses. I go buy a box truck, do this, do that, man. 40 bands on a purse? You tripping. I love my wife to death. You feel me? If she ever asked me for a $40,000 Birkin, no, you're not getting no $40,000 Birkin. I'll buy you a business. What you want? You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy you something. If I'm spending $40,000, I'm buying something that's gonna make more money. Like, that's pointless. That's going backwards to me. Cause you're gonna wear that purse a few times, then that bitch gonna sit and collect dust. Let's keep it real. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna be like, oh, that Birkin old. Birkins go old every goddamn 6 weeks. The new Birkin come out, then this one old, then that's $40,000. That shit crazy, y'all. Give me some feedback in the comment section. It's your big dog, Big CEO Newski. Y'all tuned in to King Newski TV 804. If you're new to the platform and you want to support me, make sure y'all hit that follow button, like and share the content. Turn me up real quick. Shout out to the community. Shout out to Key Talk Media. Make sure y'all run it up. I'm out.
Why did it take the Chinese people to just tell y'all that these bags wasn't worth that? Did y'all really think at any point that this bag behind me was worth $100,000? I mean, let's just really be real. This is a piece of leather. I don't care if it's made from crocodile, whatever. What makes it be worth $100,000 and y'all paying for it? Some of y'all don't even own your own homes, but got these kind of bags. I mean, let's just really be real. I mean, come on now. A piece of damn leather, a bag, and y'all paying $100,000 for it willingly. It's like y'all might as well just get robbed. Now y'all up in arms because them bags ain't worth shit today. They stopped and dropped. I done checked it. They down. Y'all been getting got for years, man, and y'all know who I'm talking to. Y'all gotta stop buying this goofy ass shit, man. Y'all could really be doing some real changes in your community. And for y'all NBA players and football players and whoever else is buying these damn bags, knock it off, guy. Man, buy that woman something that she can really hold on to. You know what I mean? Seriously. Rebuild your community. But out here buying these fake ass bags that ain't worth nothing. It ain't never no day of the week that bag was ever worth $100,000. I don't care if they only made one of them. It ain't never gonna be worth $100,000. I mean, seriously, guys, a piece of leather with something printed on it and made in Italy. And y'all going for that? Y'all done started being like them other folks. Y'all really have. Y'all were never taught, don't follow trends, don't be a follower. You know what I mean? All the kind of stuff like that. Be your own person. It doesn't take for you to have something that says it's worth $100,000 for you to be somebody. You know, that's a status y'all are looking for somebody to make you try to make other people convince them that you got something. I mean, seriously, people that really got it, they ain't buying that kind of shit. It's no value in that. But anyway, guys, I'm being serious. I joke around a lot, man, but it's disappointing, man, for y'all that had thought that stuff was really worth something. But anyway, guys, y'all be easy, man. Pop out of this shit.
Now at 6, a South Florida woman facing fraud charges tonight, accused of an elaborate scheme involving luxury handbags that were actually fakes. And according to the feds, she'd been getting away with it for years.
She allegedly targeted the same national retailer repeatedly, and eventually the Secret Service got involved. CBS 4's Peter Dench is live in Coral Gables with all of the details. Peter.
Well, Jim, and Ruta Bay neighbors say they noticed a lot of federal agents here earlier this week when the woman was arrested. They also noticed one other thing unusual about this home here in Coral Gables over the past year. They noticed UPS drivers dropping off a lot of packages by the front gate. A federal complaint says Meghana Rajat Hayaksha was the focus of a Secret Service investigation in which he allegedly defrauded TJ Maxx out of thousands of dollars, using businesses like this UPS store on South Dixie Highway to repeatedly return handbags. She reportedly claimed they were luxury handbags like these ones with names like Fendi, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton, but instead they were counterfeit. This federal complaint says TJ Maxx has reported that since in or around November 2017 through present, Rajat Hayaksha has placed dozens of orders for and received original handbags which were later returned with substitute handbags to trigger refunds to Rajat Hayaksha. The luxury handbags were ordered online using PayPal. TJ Maxx became suspicious because of the amount of handbags that were returned and developed a scheme using ultraviolet ink which is invisible. The complaint says TJ Maxx investigators cataloged, photographed, and or marked with UV ink dozens of handbags ordered by Rajat Hayaksha. TJ Maxx evaluated the bags returned. None of the returned bags contained the UV ink marking on the interior of the original handbags. The Secret Service reportedly monitored shipments to Rajat Hayaksha's home on Riviera Drive and has surveillance tape of her making shipments from this UPS store. In a statement, her attorney, Christopher Lyons, said she is extremely distraught and is focusing on the well-being of her family. She is grateful for all the support she has received from her family and friends during this difficult time. Rajat Hayaksha is charged with mail and wire fraud and is reportedly free on $250,000 bond.
So what y'all upset for? You got what you wanted. You wasn't buying the bag. You was buying the name. Because if you was buying the bag, you could get a purse for $5 at Burlington's, Target, Walmart. You wanted the name. So it didn't matter about the bag. You could have bought FUBU shoes. You could have bought some Shaqs. You wanted Nike because of the name. You didn't care about the quality. You cared about the name. You wanted Ralph Lauren. You could have bought Polo Assassin. You wanted Gucci and Gabbana and this and that. You wanted the name. You didn't care about the bag, the clothes. You wanted the name. You still getting the name. Why are y'all complaining? You wanted the name because you could have easily made your own clothes, your own bags, and everything else. But you wanted to spend millions upon billions of dollars of the black community's money on an image. And now you're upset because someone ruined the image. You're getting what you wanted, the name.
I paid $3,000 for the bag. I'm going to get my wear and tear for the bag.
That's dumb. If I was spending $3,000 on a bag, it would not be a Neverfull.
One of the most common characteristics of luxury living is convenience. And because we are such a logo-driven, appearance-driven society, we forget about this component. I have seen all the discourse about the Neverfull, and I want to talk about what the Neverfull really means, what it really is used for, and why it is still a great bag to buy even today. And if you really understand luxury, then you will know what I am about to say. So did y'all know when the Neverfull first launched in 2007, It was a seasonal beach bag, and it was created to compete with the Goyard tote. The bag was never meant to be necessarily a purse, baby. And also, LV put it back in rotation over and over again only because of consumer demand. Most people don't even utilize or maximize the use of their Neverfull to its full potential. Did you know that the bag turns inside out and that you can wear it on the cloth side, hence putting it in the sand on the beach? Also, the bag comes with a pochette, which can be used as a mini clutch when you go to dinner after the beach. In addition to that, the bag is collapsible and goes more flat if you pull the strings on the side. So you're actually getting 1, 2, 3, 4 bags in one, essentially. A large bag, a clutch, turn it inside out, it's another bag, and pull it, it's a smaller bag. Functionality. It's interesting that the price of the bag is being talked about as if it's too high when you're getting all that in one, when there are bags that cost way more where you get less. Comparatively, the DR Book Tote is over $1,000 more and you get nothing. You get nothing. Let's talk about the discourse of, oh, it's made of canvas, it's not even real leather. That bag takes 45 hours of craftsmanship to make. The leather handles are designed to hold a lot of weight. You can literally put a toddler in your Neverfull and it's not gonna break. The Neverfull is an excellent starter bag if you're just now getting into luxury because, again, functionality. It's very rare that you find functionality of that level within designer bags. But also, it is one of the top selling bags, especially within LV. But on the resale market, baby, it is one of the rare bags that holds or increases in value. Since the Neverfull came out, it has retained 90 to 125% of its value. That is crazy. It's so interesting to me when people call this bag basic, because, like, duh, that's the point. You are getting basic everyday functionality within the luxury space. You feel me? This bag could literally be anything you want it to be. It could be a diaper bag, it could be a shopping tote, it could be casual coffee and jeans with a t-shirt on Saturdays, an online carry-on your Spirit flight, like whatever you want. And I heard a lot about the price being mentioned, and I just want to know, where are y'all buying y'all Neverfull from? Because brand new on the site. Now, by the way, LV has implemented a new tactic to keep its exclusivity. You know, they're trying to be like Hermes and everything, but you have to now get on a waiting list for the Neverfull. You cannot buy it in store. You cannot buy it online. You gotta wait, baby. But where did y'all get that $3,000 price tag from? Because brand new, the bag is only $2,100. I would suggest buying it secondhand. This one on Vestiaire Collective is 100% authentic and it's only $900. Now, I don't know if y'all were talking about this very rare collector Steven Sprouse bag. Ooh, baby, that's a whole nother video. But the Neverfull is a good option because it is accessible, it is affordable, especially if you buy on the secondhand market, and it's functional. Again, one of the most common characteristics of luxury living is convenience. Also, baby, you could flip it. Okay? Okay.
The bags in front of me all have a secret in common. They're known as super fakes, a new kind of designer fake bag that costs a fraction of what the original does. It comes out of manufacturers in Guangzhou, China. I was able to acquire this $2,000 bag for $100. It arrived and it looked exactly like the original real thing. I've brought it to the Celine store. I've sort of stealthily looked at it up close against the real thing, and there's really nothing that would set it apart. Authenticators at resale sites even struggle struggle themselves with trying to figure out if a bag is fake or not, because they're so well done with the stitching, the fabric, the style of leather. Sometimes they even have the fake authentication card alongside the bag. The first super fake bag seller that I contacted was someone named Linda. She responded instantaneously with a dozen photos of different versions of the bag that I could buy from this factory, and which color would I want. It was all incredibly professional. The selling and the manufacturing and the designing are all done separately. So it's like a chain of blocks, and each block does not speak to the other one, which prevents them from all getting busted if one block is to be taken down. A fake bag may be used to carry a bit of embarrassment, a bit of shame. It's actually grown from being something that is shameful to being something that is celebrated. Influencers across the board are making videos about buying super fake bags. The entire process of buying a super fake bag myself kind of exposed me to how anticlimactic the real things are and how artificial the price is. The $2,000 for the bag is not really about the bag at all. It's about the aura of being a person who carries that kind of bag.
I don't care if China said that their bags are from the same place. I'm still gonna get it from the store. You want a cookie? Now that everybody knows that your bag is real, what do you get out of that? Your ego being boosted? Because now we know who really is doing things for the world and for themselves. But I digress.
So I did go get my real Louis Vuitton. This is what she looks like. Like I told you, she is darker. She is more shiny versus this one. But literally, if you wear this one, it will definitely go the same color. All right. So mine is definitely way bigger than the 30. As one of the girlies that get on here and show y'all me going inside stores paying top dollar for these designer pieces, I'm aggravated. I'm overly invested with what China got to say right now because, hold up. Now, for me, I'm not going to lie right now. It's not more so of what China got to say. It's more so of me seeing the girls like Peyton Charles doing unboxings on camera and receiving rocks instead of what she ordered from Van Cleef. Also, I don't know if y'all seen, but like a week or two ago, there was this palm-colored girl that got on here and was hard down going back and forth with Van Cleef because she brought a bracelet for top dollar and the bracelet tarnished. They charged her to fix the bracelet and the bracelet still wasn't fixed when she got it back. Then just last week, I saw another video of a young lady that got on here and showed us, she took us to the Hermes store with her to show us that she brought bracelets from Hermes and the H's fell off the bracelets and they charged her $100 a piece. It was 2 bracelets, $100 a piece to fix both bracelets. Then yesterday I seen another girl who buy a lot of luxury pieces went inside the Louis Vuitton store to get some sandals and they had like 3 different patterns and they just screamed DH Gates. I'm not gonna lie, I'm overly aggravated. I really need one of these CEOs or representatives or somebody from Hermes and Louis Vuitton and all this to get on here and show us a little something and make us a believer, because if not, hey, now one thing I refuse to discriminate about is that furniture. Y'all send me them furniture people. I don't care if they're from China or the Chinese restaurant. I'm getting ready to move literally in a little bit and I need those furniture vendors. Y'all please send me the furniture people.
If I see any of y'all say I paid full price for a Louis, Gucci, Prada, Versace, any of that shit that is made in China, I'ma laugh at you. Yep. Because I just found out that all them hoes are the same. If you got your Gucci from DHgate, bitch, it's the same Gucci in the stores. It just got a label. Y'all ain't doing nothing but paying for a label. You label whores are about to be so pressed and so mad because y'all are not actually buying anything worth of substance. Y'all buying the same shit that we buy on DHgate, which I ain't never bought anything from DHgate, but now I am. I'm going to go get me a Gucci purse from DHgate because I didn't know that was the same thing. But China just got on this goddamn platform and said, you're basically buying the same thing. The only thing you're actually really paying for is the label. We are all producing these mass productions in the same fucking place. Bruh. Jordans too. Get all your shit from DHgate. It's all the same now.
So you come into your job at T-Mobile with a Louis Vuitton bag? What? That don't make no sense. You're making $22 an hour at T-Mobile. You spent a week paycheck.
I know this has absolutely nothing to do with my content or what I normally post, but this is something I have to address. I'm sorry, but this is the most elitist take I have ever seen. Elitist. So you're personally saying, that if someone works at T-Mobile and they make about $22 an hour, they are not allowed to ever wear designer or buy designer items for the entirety of their life, right? Do you hear yourself? You never know if they worked really hard and they wanted to treat themselves. You don't know if it was a gift from a relative or a friend. You don't know their life. And why are you pocket watching and watching their money? If they want to buy the Louis Vuitton bag, okay, let them buy it. And then you continue to say, oh, the rich don't wear labels. You know how many rich people I see in monograms, okay? And it's not just new money. Old money likes to partake in, a good monogram here and there. It's like, I feel like you're trying to cosplay rich in that sense. Old money, new money, middle class, poor, whatever. You worked for it, you buy it. Treat yourself. As long as you can pay your bills, your rent, your water, your gas, your lights, whatever, treat yourself.
China bags are made in China. No, they're not. I'm going to explain to you why it doesn't matter in a very simple concept. Value of a product is based upon perception, not conception. Once you understand that people only buy things for one reason, and that one reason only is to gain status and affiliation from the product that they're purchasing, it helps you understand this concept. Why do you think people go to movies on opening night? Because it gives you 3 more days to brag about your friends about seeing the movie first. For example, there was a lady who bought a Van Cleef bracelet about a week ago on TikTok and has been making videos about her tarnishing bracelet and her bad experience at Van Cleef. Any jewelry snob would have told you, hey, you can go to a private jeweler, get that same design done for an absolute fraction of the price, and you would still have the same quality of gold bracelet that you would get from Van Cleef. But you know why she didn't do it? Her doing that wouldn't gain 10 million views on TikTok. Meaning the perception of her having a bad experience at Van Cleef is more valuable than her actually having a great bracelet. And the same goes for designer handbags, luxury cars, you name it. So as long as they get the affiliation and the status of having that product, it really doesn't matter where it's made. All that matters is the perception they gain from getting the product. But
Hermes are being sued, and Hermes lovers are coming out and say they don't want to buy the Hermes Birkin bag anymore. And here is why. Let's overanalyze. The Hermes Birkin bag is famously known as one of the hardest luxury handbags to acquire. If we're going to be specific, the Hermes Himalayan Birkin bag, owned by celebrities such as Lori Harvey and Kim Kardashian for over $50,000, is Hermes' rarest and hardest bag to acquire. So Wadsy, how on earth do people get Birkins? Good question. So previously, people would let their Hermes sales associates know what Birkin bag they wanted on a wish list, and they will wait to receive a phone call from their sales associate for when their dream bag is available. But as Hermes has grown as a brand, they have moved towards a pre-spend method. This means customers will first have to spend the equivalent amount of a Birkin bag before being offered one. The ratio before was 1-to-1. However, since 2020, this ratio has gotten bigger and bigger, which is where the lawsuit comes in. I mean, we've seen people faking being pregnant in hopes to get a Birkin. Okay, so the lawsuit alleges that the requirement for consumers to purchase other Hermes products before being given the opportunity to purchase a Birkin bag is unlawful tying. This allows the luxury brand to increase prices on the bags. Furthermore, the lawsuit alleges that Hermes encourages its sales associates to implement the tie arrangements by offering commissions to associates for sales other than the Birkin bag. Basically, why would a sales associate give you an Hermes Birkin when they don't even get commission from it? So not only is Hermes not on your side, but nor is your sales associate. Okay, other luxury brands are reacting to this by trying to create their own version of an Hermes Birkin bag, such as the Row. I don't know how to say the name of this bag, but they are selling it for $5,000, and the Row isn't the only brand trying to replace the Hermes Birkin, because a lot of luxury brands are realizing that consumers are getting tired of trying to get a Birkin. But I don't know if the Birkin will ever really officially be replaced by another brand. Let me know your thoughts below.
Oh boy, do I have a crazy story about LV. So she's not wrong, and I'm going to explain why. I went to Parsons, and I had a professor who was very adamant about us not supporting Louis Vuitton, and everyone was like, but why? And he was literally saying, like, their whole business model is to literally sell to middle-class market and, like, trick middle class market to believe that they're getting luxury when in reality they're getting something that literally costs like $3 to make. And he literally would call it Louis vinyl. So it just shows that the fabric and the quality is not up to par for what they're charging. So not only are they fucking over middle class people, they're tricking you into believe that you're buying into luxury when you're not. So there's that. But they're not the only one doing this. Chanel is no better. Chanel is ripping people off, and I guess I'll talk about it in another video.
Birkin, Hermes. Nah, I ain't the type of bitch that be messy. I promise y'all I don't. I just can't sleep. Friend, I run across a couple lives, and this one particular, it was like 27 wealthy-ass billionaire women. After doing a little research, them bitches say they about to sue y'all for every fucking thing y'all got. I'm talking about in it. Friend, y'all paid $1,000 for them goddamn bags and charged them women $70 to $100K a bag? Oh, y'all some trifling-ass heifers. Y'all hoes ain't right and ain't put me in the loop. I sue y'all asses too. It's always y'all fucking Caucasian Karens with them little wrinkles in y'all forehead. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Them type bitches always got some shit with them. And you ever notice every time you walk in them kind of stores, them the type old-ass hoes that's in there? You bitches ain't fucking right. Then my girl Tiny say, Lululemon, the fact that y'all only act like y'all only want Karens, Caucasians in y'all shit, but y'all only pay $5 a piece for the fucking leggings. My girl said she back doing all that shit. Just hit her the fuck up. And she willing to drop the price. Fuck your plug, come shop with her. We ain't even gonna get on them Richard Millies. That man say they paying $200 a watch. They hitting y'all in the head for $300,000-$400,000. Y'all have been bamboozled. I'm here to tell you. Damn. For a couple of dollars, I did record every live. So if you want that shit for the low, loan the cash out right. The screenshots is right. Welcome to America.
So I've actually wanted to make a video about this for a long time, and I hadn't had the chance to make the video, but I'm glad this one is out because now we can basically use some of this to piggyback off of what I'm about to say. So my friends would always say, Jenny, you're so cheap, you're so frugal, you will not spend a lot of money on anything brand name unless, of course, is on sale. And even then, it would have to be something that was gifted to me because I'm not wasting my money on no luxury goods. But I do like to buy quality things. So whenever I like to go to thrift stores because I like to thrift a lot, because I find like I found things at thrift stores that a lot of time people just won't have the same of. So for example, you go to like Temu or Shein or Fashion Nova, and there's nothing against them because I've actually purchased from them before because sometimes they do have some good stuff. But people also look like a photocopy of each other. Everybody has the same outfit, the same everything. So usually whenever I go to Goodwills, I don't have to deal with all that. I don't have to worry about someone else that I walk into a store is going to have the same dress as me, or a restaurant is going to have the same outfit as me, or even purses, because I don't necessarily call it thrifting. I call it vintage. It's vintage darling. But anyways, when it comes to brands and everything, it's basically, as the consumer, we are spending our money, wasting our money on brands and promoting the brand for free. So in my opinion, I've always been someone who I don't agree. I don't, how do I say this? I don't promote things for people unless I'm getting a cut out of it. So therefore, I'm not going to be wearing a Chanel bag and doing the promotion, because usually when you wear a bag, you look nice. People see the bag in your outfit and say, oh my God, I love your bag. Is it a Chanel? Is it a Dooney & Burke? Which I have a Dooney & Burke bag. So that's why I want to say that. It was a gift, by the way. By a man that I was talking to. Turned out he ended up having a wife and he liked, but I got a good amount of things out of it. So all of the lies and everything didn't really affect me as bad because I got so much out of the relationship because he liked. But anyways, so in my opinion, with brand stuff, whenever you purchase a brand item, they see the brand, people come up to you, oh, I love your outfit, I love this, I love that, oh my God, the purse, da da da, and you tell them where you got it, and now they're going to the mall or wherever to buy the same purse. And guess what? You didn't get a cut off of this because you don't have a business arrangement with the company that, you know, you're carrying the bag for. But in my opinion, if, for example, I am wearing, like right now I'm wearing one of my lipsticks, and those are lipsticks that I created myself. So if someone were to see me with my lipstick, they'll be like, oh, I love your lipstick, and I could be like, oh, you could buy it from me, da 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 da, this is a place you could buy. But when you are wearing luxury goods, and don't get me wrong, if you love luxury goods and you don't mind spending your hard-earned money because you saw a celebrity who have recommended it or is wearing it and it looks good, and now you want to buy it, then And obviously, you know, you spend your money on whatever it is because it's your money, you do whatever you want, and plus we're all adults. But when it comes to like especially celebrities who usually are the one promoting those luxury goods, they are not paying money for these things. They are not being paid to wear a Birkin bag. And I believe Birkin bags wouldn't be as popular as it is or was until like celebrities started wearing it. Because I remember I went to this, or we have this liquidation store that's not far from my house where things that didn't get sold at the mall around a specific time did not get sold, get sent there, and we get them at like 75% of the price, right? So I love going there because you get like brand stuff and they're like super cheap. So I would go there and I found Birkin bags even before Birkins were popular, and my sister and I each had a Birkin bag. I don't even know what happened to mine. My sister still have hers, but it looked exactly the same like the Birkin bag. No one could have told that it wasn't a Birkin bag until celebrities started wearing it and then saying that it costs $10,000. I think that's how much it is. And you have to be in a wait list in order for you to even get it. So they put this price tag, this expensive price tag on it, because if people see the price being so expensive, then they're going to know, oh, it's considered to be luxury because it's so expensive. A lot of times it's not necessarily because it's really luxury, it's just because it's like a mind game that they play with the consumers, right? And also the celebrities get sent those bags. That is the reason why they have collections of them. And my thing is, they say, oh, you know, it's like you buy it and then you keep it and you can resell it. Yes, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure you could probably get the same amount of money for it. Like you got the Kardashians reselling their Birkin bags for way more than what actually the Birkins are being sold for. But if you know that a lot of celebrities actually get their stuff for free, you know that that heifer got that thing for free. And then not only that, she has like her spray tan rubbed all on it, so it's all dirty and stuff, and you're paying all this extra money because it was on Kim Kardashian. And you got people out here who are crazy enough to buy it. Just like I said, if it's your money, you want to do that, you do whatever you want with your money. But these people got those items for free so they can promote to poor people like us, because, you know, and I'm not like, I don't like to call myself poor because, you know, I don't like to speak that into existence for myself, but that's really what it is. They're promoting it to us, not to their other rich friends, because a lot of the time those people who are rich don't even use these items unless they're about to do it for a photo op and or they're going out. But on their regular basis, on their regular day, you think they're walking around with Birkins in their hands or like a Louis Vuitton or Louis Vuitton or whatever kind of things on them? I don't think so. But also they could, if they do wear those things all the time, it's because majority of the time it was gifted to them. They didn't have to purchase it. But then when it comes to those companies who are gifting those celebrities those luxury items, it costs them a lot less for them to give it to the celebrities for free so they can show their millions of viewers these products, because the company could have spent so much money on ads, you know, to promote this item when they can just give it to Kim Kardashian, who has 100 million subscribers or viewers. Now her viewers, who basically will buy anything that she recommends, is going to go and buy that purse. So it's going to, one, make Kim money because she's being paid to promote this, and also she's been giving this item for free, and also is going to make the company 100 times more than what the bag would have cost for Kim to have it for free. So it's a win-win situation for everyone except for the consumer, who is us, who's going to buy it, you know, because at the end of the day, the Birkin, the person who came up with Birkin, and I keep using Birkin as an example, it could be Louis Vuitton, it could be Chanel, it could be all of this. And don't get me wrong, I do have a lot of Chanel perfumes, but I could tell you, I don't even know how much a Chanel perfume costs. Those are things that have been gifted to me. So whenever I like luxury stuff, but I'm not spending my money on it. If you want to give me something that's quality, which is also luxury, considered luxury. So therefore I request those type of gifts because I want to have the experience without having to spend my own money, which is how we like it. But yeah, so when it comes to those things, you're spending all your hard-earned money because the celebrity who has influenced you to buy it is getting it for free, and they're promoting it to you, and now they're making they're getting a cut out of it. The owner is getting a cut out of it, and guess who is not getting anything out of it? The people who are spending the money buying it, and also the people who work in the factory making maybe $1 a day to make those purses that could have on a regular day could have cost you $80, but now you're paying $10,000 for it because of the name of the person. And even the person who created the Birkin saying, oh, they were, you know, on the flight and they had the idea to create the Birkin. You could even tell they don't even consider the Birkin as fancy and luxury as everybody say it is, because they have like all the shit in there. I mean, the bag is falling apart. It's like literally holding onto their life, but they're getting all their use out of that bag. But you can also see that they don't put it in a pedestal like little people like us does, you know. So I'm glad that, you know, all of this is coming out about luxury goods and all these things, because now we're starting to see that at the end of the day, the rich people who basically do not care about us, you know, because at the end of the day, now you're starting to see like the tree colors, like the rich over here, the poor over there, and we're basically going against each other, which is not how it's supposed to be. But like the rich have decided, oh, well, we're good now, so we're going to raise the price of everything and then make them pay for it. And meanwhile, we're getting richer and richer and richer. But this has been happening for so many years. It's just that now the curtain is being pulled, you know, to the side, so to expose what is hiding behind all of the mess. So all of this actually is helping us to see exactly what life is really all about, and what is important and what's not important. And when it comes to like brands and stuff like this, if you have to pick a Louis Vuitton bag over, you know, a meal for you to eat today, you're going to pick the meal because it's a necessity. Versus the bag is not a necessity. It's just here because it makes you feel good and it makes you feel like you belong. So therefore, that's the reason why everybody want it, even though it's really not that serious. It's really not that serious. Anyways, that's my take on it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you think. And none of my videos are ever to judge people and how you live your life. It's your life. You only have one of it. Live how you live. But sometimes, you know, I like to just throw my 2 cents into things. Don't take it seriously. Do your own research, you know. But I do like to throw my 2 cents, you know. So, in my opinion, like for example, the celebrities who are walking around with securities everywhere, you know, and they're always shiny, beautiful, gorgeous, everything, chef's kiss. But those people also wear like fake stuff. Like they wear fake jewelry, you know, and even like Kim Kardashian, you know, like how she got held at the hotel in Paris. Ever since then, could have been a plot for her show. I don't know, because there's nothing that's real about these people. But also then like reality TV show, which you would think it would be real. But anyways, she said like she never wear anything she wears unless she's like surrounded by security, you know, in a excluded place like a Grammy show or something. She doesn't wear anything real. So a lot of time the things that they wear, it looks good, but it's not real. So as long as, you know, what you're wearing looks nice on you, not to say like you should be wearing everything fake. If you can afford it, you do that. But my thing is, if you're wearing like a Rolex, yeah, if you're wearing like a Rolex, but you live in an apartment complex or you're driving a broke down car, your priorities are kind of in the wrong places, you know. So wanting a Birkin, but then your bills are due, is completely crazy, because people will say, oh, you know, it holds value, you can resell it for this much money. That's true. Or maybe I don't own a Birkin, at least I own a fake one, not a real one. I didn't even know it was a thing when I bought it. I was just like, oh, this cute purse is cute. And then like weeks later, months later, Birkins are like this big thing that everybody wants. And I'm just like, you know, $10,000 for a purse, and the purse don't even have $10,000 inside. It's crazy, 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 crazy work. But my thing is, you have a Birkin, which allegedly holds value, because not even a car that is a necessity holds value, because as soon as you drive off the lot, it depreciates, right? So the Birkin, are you going to get exactly what you pay for it years down the line? I would say like a nice artwork would do that, or a home would do that. Something that you like, you know, something that, anyway, something that's important that you could, because the Birkin is not important. It's not, Like, it's something that you just want to look nice and to feel included, but it's not important, you know? Or anything like luxury. You want to have it, you can afford it, have it. But my thing is, it's not important. And when people want to say, oh, you know, it's like a thing that you can save and, you know, you could resell it, you know, quality and da-da-da-da. I'm just like, girl, it's a purse. It's a purse. What if like a few years down the line, Birkins are out? Nobody wants a Birkin anymore because now it looks like a grandma purse, which it has always been, but because the Kardashians and, you know, Beyonce and all these people are wearing it, so therefore it's important. But in a few years, when it's no longer in because it's simply a trend, now this value that you think it will have, it won't have anymore. And now this man is talking about this not even real. Like, this is just like the regular old purse that you get from Temu. It's the same thing. You could buy a Birkin in Temu. I mean, damn near. You could find something very similar because the way they be recreating stuff so quick, like, dang, that's crazy. Because now we're bringing the factories back in the United States. In the year, and I'm all over the place kind of, but in the year of like TikTok and people becoming famous overnight and making money overnight, you think people are going to be working in the factories making Birkins? A Birkin's about to start costing like $100,000. That's crazy. Hopefully the people who already have one will be able to hold it and or resell it for hell, $20,000. So you're making a little bit of profit off of it, you know? Because at the end of the day, I just don't see a Birkin having that much value, you know? Because it's not even a cute purse. It's like, it's kind of ugly. It kind of is. And nothing against Birkin, you know, if Birkin person, if you're watching, you want to send me one, I'll be more than happy to take one, yes. And I'll promote it here for you. But my thing is, it's not, I've seen cuter purse on Temu. I've seen cuter purse at Walmart. I'm not even going to hold you. I've seen cuter purses, but anyways, that's my take. That's my 2 cents on the whole fashion, you know, brand name being the same item made in China, except the tag was switched in France and London to make it more special. But it goes to show you how many other things are they doing this to? Like the luxury glasses that everybody swears that, you know, yes, don't get me wrong, you buy something cheap, you're going to get what you pay for, you know? So, Louis Vuitton, I don't know, glasses that could have cost you $15,000 at the Louis Vuitton place. I don't think they have glasses. Do they have glasses? I don't know. But, you know, Tiffany glasses, I don't know. For that much money, you could buy it for about $300, you know, instead of the $3,000. You're going to get a quality thing versus, you know, going to Dollar Tree and buying one. Clearly, there's a huge difference, you know. But if it's the same product, they're just literally slapping their name on it. It's literally called private label, and everyone who does business, drop shipping, does damn near the same thing, you know. But majority of the work is coming from China. But now we got issues with China. This is gonna be hard. Like, my candles, I need my candles because, look, I need my candles because I sell candles. I sell my fixed candles on my other platforms. But, you know, I'm not gonna be buying expensive ass candles to make a $15 money candle. Like, no. Like, we need each other, guys. What is going on? Like, I'm glad you're telling me about this brand thing that I've been knew this. Just people around me didn't know this. And I'm glad someone else is saying it. Like, the people who actually make it are saying it, because people like to hear, you know, other people's perspective instead of like listening to people that's closest to them that they trust, you know. Anyways, yeah, I mean, obviously do your own research, but, you know, anyways, guys, that's my take on this. It's very interesting. Talk to you later. Bye. Love you. Like I said, we're going to touch up some stuff on this book. So in this book is called Spell of Abundance, Love, Wealth, and Protection. So in this book, on the first page, actually, I have a glamour affirmation that you will basically say, you stand in front of the mirror and you stare at yourself and you admire yourself and you will say to yourself how beautiful you are. You'll basically seal this your beauty, like your glam, after you've done your makeup, or even stand in front of the mirror naked with nothing on, so you can really reaffirm yourself of your beauty, of your confidence and all that. This book is mainly for like self-confidence and self-elevation, you know, calling the goddess in you, calling the divinity in you, you know, calling the beauty in you, and also work with the moon, because the moon represents the woman, the mother, womb, water, all of this. So yeah, I have all the steps in here of all the spells that you need to do. It even has one to get rid of unwanted guests. It's pretty funny. To get rid of unwanted guests. And this book right here, right? So I'm gonna run down real quick of all the materials that you're going to need. You will need a brand new broom. It has to be brand new. And you'll need a piece of parchment paper, a black pen, a black trash bag, because we're going to get rid of this sucker, right? And of course your intentions. And also I have spells on here that you can say. I have daily affirmations. And also I have spells on here that you can do every single day to work with the energy of the planets of the day, and also the archangels that work with the day. So anyways, there's so many spells. There's a 7-day manifestation spell with archangels. And let's see. A 30-day money spell with bay leaves and the Fihu sign, which is a money sign. It's like an F with the extra part. Anyways, the symbol's there, and I even show you like what you need to do, what the sigil look like, all that. And the keys to enhance your spell. So there are different things on here on how to enhance your spell and basically grow your finance, grow your love, self-love, self-admiration, chance to say to yourself to give you that extra energy to go about your day. And also tips to enhance your spell. Oh, I already said this. And morning coffee abundance prosperity spell. You guys remember I just shared a video about morning coffee and how important it is when it comes to hoodoo, and how you can basically use your first cup of coffee in the morning to manifest a better life or a better day, or to bring forth money to you. So don't let, you know, you're already doing these things anyway, so you might as well just incorporate something a little bit extra to basically boost your thing. And here's to influence your boss spell. So this one, I'm sure people who are actually working are going to love this. It's to influence your boss and attract favors towards you at work. Because look, in this economy, we're all working and we need some boost at work, and we also sometimes need to be tied to our job, so therefore you don't get fired. You know what I mean? So there's some stuff that you could do to basically tie yourself to your job, and or tie the job to you. And once you're done and you're all tired of that job, you can get rid of it. It's not something that's completely permanent, but use magic, guys. It's here for you to use. You have the herbs in your closet, you have the herbs in your pantry, you have the candles that you could just simply buy some candles super cheap. Use magic to elevate your life. Use magic to make yourself better. Let me tell you, Jesus was out here using magic, okay? Walking on water and stuff and turning water into wine. Sounds like magic to me. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.